Hello everybody, I'm DerTebbers. This is the third of the mod contest mod spotlights. We did tractors, we did implements, now we have... I actually don't remember why I put these ones together. I presume it's the other category, but I don't think that was really my reasoning. I just don't remember what the reasoning was, so we're going to go with that. I don't know. So first we have the auger wagons. We have the Z or Z DT Gigant, 65,000 to buy, 34,000 liter capacity, 95 a day to own. Should we buy blue or green? I'm going to go with blue because it just happens to be there. Okay, so 65,000 to buy, 34,000 liters. Let's compare that to what you buy in game. 64 and 34. So same capacity, but less upfront, more per day, because I believe it was 95 a day for the Gigant. So you got to kind of balance that. Ooh, balance. Amazing. All right, so we have that. Then we have in tippers, always a fun category to find anything into my... oh wow, that was up front. How about that? The Marshall QM Stroke 11 grain and the QM Stroke 11 silage. 14,500 to buy, 14,500 Oh, it's matching. There's a word for that. I can't remember the word for that. Let's just leave it. 8 a day to own. Let's buy that one. And then we have the silage one, which is 29,000 and 29,000. That's so cute. 10 a day to own. And of course, because of the grading, only accepts silage. That's cool. Let's buy that. Then I have in harvesters the Krone Big X 580. 157,536 to buy, 230 a day to own, 585 whole horsepowers. Cool, let's buy it. Now, I'm going to bet that you need the front... Never mind. I was going to say, I bet you need the header from in-game in order to use it. No, it comes with a Krone Easy Collect. 750. 38,350 to buy. 230 a day to own. 750. Does that mean it's 7.5 meters wide? I bet you it does. Either that or it's the 750th one that they have produced. We're going to buy it regardless and presume that it actually goes together, because I like that idea. In slurry tanks, we have the Coach 14,000, 12.5 to buy, 14,100 liters. Oh, you guys skunked me. I was thinking, quote, 14,000 mean 14,000 liters, but no, they tacked an extra 100 liters on there just to screw with me. Good job. 15 meter working with 130 horsepower to pull it. Not to pull it. Well, yeah, to use it. You could probably pull it with less, but to use it, you'd need 130 horsepower, 50 a day to own it. Let's buy it. Yay. Okay, so we have the coat. Next is in a Forestry. We have the FDR grapple loader, 300,000 to buy, no cost to own it. Really? 750,000? No, 750 horsepower. I looked up there and it caused me to add the thousands on there. And then we have the timber handling pack. So we've got this Volvo all-round grapple for 3,700, 5 a day. So for handling and sorting short wood or tree length stems. Oh yes, okay, so it pulls it really close and tight. That's cool. And then we have the timber grapple for 4,300 for unloading. Oh, for unloading. Oh, okay. And then we have the heel kick-out grapple. It can be used to hold a single log in a large grapple or pushing out the log from the grapple instead of tilting it forward, making it possible to reach about a half meter higher. Requires fourth hydraulic function. That's a lot of words I don't know. 4,700 to buy, 5 a day to own. We'll figure it out later. And it comes with the long pallet forks, 2,000 to buy, 5 a day to own. Longer pallet forks to lift bigger things. Presuming your tractor can do such a thing. Let's buy it. And the timber cassette. It's like a tape deck, only not. 800 to buy, 5 a day to own. Enables increased utilization of several types of transport units at present, adapted for carrying wood chips, transporting wood chips in one direction and timber in the other. Huh? Well, wouldn't you be able to transport timber in one direction and wood chips in the other? Logically, you could. Well, let's figure it out. Ooh. Let's go with the default color because I don't care enough. All right. And I know I've got one wandering around somewhere, but we're going to buy another one just because I need a front loader. Woo! Look at all of our stuff. Look at the grapple loader. It's having a fit. Sweet. Okay. Let's run over. Oh, I see why you're having a fit. I'd have a fit too if my arm was stuck in the ground. Yes. All right, so here is our Gigant. It is rather gigant. Good. No serious clipping issues. I like it. A Marshall trailer. Very different from the Marshall trailers from the was it from Giants? I don't remember where I got those Marshall trailers from. I came with a map. They were required as part of a map. All right, so we have good clip patterns. Woo! And here is our close gripper, and then our other grippers are over here. There's our cassette. That is a big grapple loader. Woo! Well, actually, that's... Oh, hello. Okay, so we can sort of walk into the grapple loader and over the top of the tank. Yay! Okay, let's... Okay. What I think we'll do is we're going to kill a tree near here because they kind of annoy me being where they are. So we'll do the forestry bit first. We'll use the crone in a minute. We'll use the Gigant to unload a harvester I have way up on the hillside. And we'll use the Marshall trailer to unload from the Gigant to that Marshall trailer. And that can shoot into that Marshall trailer. So I've got it all planned out. And now we just have to cut down a tree. So let me go do that. And then we'll see what happens. Tree timber! And I probably landed on top of vehicles. Sweet. All right, I have mostly removed the foliage from the tree. So let's start with the grapple loader. All right, so we're in our grapple loader. Let's get inside our grapple loader. It's very, very dark and grapple loadery. It's just dark, actually. All right, so turn on type description, really. Okay, let's just start the tractor then. All right, so if I turn on type description, what does that do for me exactly? I don't know. I don't know what it does for me. Those are weird tracks. I'm sorry, but those are weird tracks. All right, so we can go 6 kilometers an hour forward or backwards. Oh my goodness, look at how the head detaches. Really? Come on, other people can fix that. Okay, right, I've turned on the type description. I don't know what that means. I mean, I know it means turning on the type description, but what is the type description? I have picked up the thing. Okay, well that's... I mean, it picks up the whole thing. That's actually pretty good. I mean, now I could drive it to someplace and drop it off. I could also, you know, set it sort of down and then get out and finish limbing this thing if I were so inclined, maybe. Just go away! Oh my goodness. Wow. I love the limbing process of Farm Simulator, let me tell you. All right, so it does what happens if I turn off the type description? What does that do? Nothing. So hold on. No, go that way. There we go. Woo! All right. So it does as advertised in terms of picking trees up, but here's my problem with it. 1, it's really dark. 2, I'm a ghost. 3, turn on type description. These are mod contest mods. These should be top-end pieces. This is not. Those tracks are also really weird. Really weird. Yeah, no. Okay, cool. All right, so let's get the New Holland hooked up. Now, I'm going to guess that the long forks are used for transporting this cassette. And that's fine, because if that cassette works, it sort of works like some of you have been watching my my Let's Play, and I did it with the Ford AA trucks where I just kind of loaded the bunch of logs in and then transported them. Sort of the same idea. So this is really doesn't appear to be any different than the in-game one, other than, you know, it's Volvo branded. Oops. Ooh, hello. This one in particular doesn't seem to be any different because it's got the same. Ooh. Wow, this New Holland's actually pretty darn strong, ain't it? Yeah. You a strong New Holland. So it would have the same problem trying to pick up these smaller limbs that you have with the in-game equipment. Alright. Them down. Nah. Oh. It's in a really bad spot. Alright. Tree, move. Yep. Out of the way, tree. You just need to go over there for a minute. Alright. So again, really good for if you have a big enough load. So sort of like I'm doing where I stack everything up. But this is there. That was great. All right, so then we go like that, and we close this, and that's as much close as we get. So it's that struggle of now what do I do? It just falls out the side. Okay, so that's like the in-game one, and that's fine. I have really no problem with that. This one that we're going to crash into is supposed to pick up just this kind of equipment. This kind of log. So this, I should be able to come in here. Everyone seasick yet? Aw. Okay, if I could do this properly, I could come in here. Come on. There we go. And now I've got it in such a way that when I back and I turn, which is when you usually lose logs on these things, it doesn't come out. Woo! That's good. We like that. I should put this in the cassette, shouldn't I? I should. Hello, timber cassette. Have a log. There you go. Cool. And that truly is just like the what I was doing with the model AA's. All right, so like drop that guy off. You know what to do with a forklift, and it works on the cassette. I can see that there's a little bit of spacing underneath the cassette to slide your forks. So that's what that's for. Oop. Now we have this thing. All right, so what is... Whoa, what's going on here? Okay. All right, left, right. Nope. Left. Okay, so left, right is that. All right, so that opens that. Oh my gosh, it reminds me of it reminds me of Alien. You open up one mouth and then there's another one. So you can sort of like grab two things. Okay. It just seriously wigs out when you kick out that piece. Yeah. So it'll work. That kind of, it's like a one by and you get both of those pieces. That's actually good. It's going to take some getting used to, I'll tell you that much. All right, cool. So that's the forestry equipment. Why do I think I'm missing something? Because I think I am. Hold on, let's find... is it in here? All right, interesting. There is something called a Alstra 8x8 that was loaded in and didn't appear. So, well, I don't know what the deal is with that. Let me get this equipment all up the hill. Plus that guy. Where is my slurry tank? Oh, I know where my slurry tank is. We won't need to take him up the hill. Let me run all this stuff up the hill, or teleport it up the hill, and then we'll be back and figure out what to do with all this equipment. All right, so we're up the hill here. I'm going to grab the Gigant, and we're going to run the Gigant up the hill here and pipe out the harvester I have up the hill. So I like that the piping hooks up for the hydraulic system. That's pretty good. Looks pretty good. I like how, it looks decent. It is giant though. I would think it looks bigger than the in-game one by a decent margin. I would think you'd have more capacity, but I guess not. That's cool. That's all cool. All right, we'll go over here. Hey, what's up, dude? I haven't forgotten about you. I just haven't gotten over here. All right, let's... That is so not going to be in the right spot. All right. There we go. Good. Looking good. We're gonna run our pipe out through the cab because that's a real thing. If I release it, good, it stays filling up. Good. So while it's filling, I'm gonna run and go get the QM thingamajiggy, and I'll bring that thing back and we'll make sure it pipes out. Alright, so I brought this. It looks like it has finished emptying that harvester, which actually is probably a really good thing. Oh, look at that. I don't even have to hook up to it. It just does it for me. That's nice. Looks good, too. Whoops. Looks good while doing it. Our little trailer looks good. Yeah. So that's a good overloader to have. Overloaders are good, right? Yeah, of course they are. Alright, so now I'll just go dump this guy, then we can grab the other thing. What is that thing? The crone! We'll grab the crone and check out the corn. So let's see how this thing dumps, and then we'll do that. Alright, let's see how this thing dumps out. Cool. I saw the little thing unlock. Dumping looks good. Yeah. Cool. Good quality little trailer there. I'll leave it there by the trailer house. Alright, so now we got the crone up here. So let's go to that. I probably could have not done that, but... Alright, so we're in our crone. Alright. Sounds good. Alright, so we have an IC. Oh. Open right door. Cool. Looks like we can open the left door. Where's my mouse? Open a control panel. Okay. Open iris. Oh, look at that. Cool. We have a menu. We can change what we're doing. Oh. What else do we have? Oh. Turn off radio. Well. Turn off climate. Oh, we can turn off the climate system. Oh, that's pretty cool. All right. That looks like it's about it. Yeah. Well, that's cool. A little IC on it. All right. So let's pick up this thing. Come on. There we go. Got it. Now, does this have a hitch? It does. Will this hitch accept this guy here? Because that would be helpful. Yes, it does. Whoa, donkey. Whoa, donkey. All right. I had a little donkey problem there. Okay. Alright, so we can change this. Get the pipe out. Let's unfold the corn header. Oh, the sides came off. Did you see that? Let me fold it back. See? The little side transport sides came on, and then boop, off they go. Nice. Okay, we get our big corn header. Lower the corn header. Turn on the corn header? No. Turn on the... Turn on! There we go. Choose the right thing. It helps. Nice. So it works well. It'll do the job. Makes it a little... I like how the corn like wiggles before it dies. And then dies. Nice. So we got ourselves a nice... I was going to say inexpensive. It's $153,000, but still, it's a smaller little crone if you're looking for a smaller little crone. And it works, which is important. I can turn really sharp and it still sort of works. Cool. All right. Stop that. All right, now I need to go get the slurry tanker. All right, let's get the slurry tanker. In our little trusty sidekick here. And we'll go fill it with slurry, and then we'll try to spray it on a field just because we can. Oh, little jump there. All right. It looks pretty good. I mean, it looks like, you know, an old, slightly beaten up. I kind of wish it had a pipe on it. Did I miss that somewhere? Probably. Probably. Alright, we made it to our cow yard. Whoa. Alright. Refill. Usual noises of refilling. Looking good. Looking good. Rear tires spinning nicely because of the down attitude that we've created with our smaller than normal tractor, I guess. Kind of feels weird that it would be that down attitude. Huh. I wouldn't think that this tractor is out of line for hauling it, but maybe it is. Maybe it is. All right, let's go spray the nearest field, which I think is to the right, I believe. Yes, I'm going to call that the nearest field right there. So you got 14,100 liters, only a 15 meter working width, so we're not looking at a huge working width, but yeah. Oh, look at that slurry texture. Yummy. All right, well, there we go. I mean, that's actually a pretty decent working width there. Yeah, that's not bad. So if you're looking for a good slurry tanker to tank your slurry and spray it all over your fields, I think we found one. Looks good and tasty, doesn't it? Chocolate milk. I'm probably not going to drink chocolate milk ever again after saying that. It looks like the coverage is actually pretty decent too. That was my biggest complaint with most slurry tankers, is the coverage is sometimes pretty weak in terms of what it can actually cover. And you feel like you're wasting a lot of effort and time going back and forth. But here we are coming up on, I mean, obviously a pellet sprayer is going to do more. But this field is no slouch of a field. And I'm doing a terrible job of, you know, preventing overspray and all kinds of other stuff. But that I would count as a pretty decent amount of coverage from our tanker. Yeah, I like that. Cool. There's the slurry tanker. Nice. So we had the slurry tanker. We had the ZDT Gigant overloader, the Marshall QM Stroke 11 trailers to Krone Big X 580, the Coat 1400, the FDR grapple loader. The Owl Store 8x8 didn't show up in game. I have no idea why, but the link is in the description too, just because I'm a nice guy like that. Yeah, I'm a nice guy like that. Next episode, we have to cover a couple of mods that I sort of screwed up a while ago and cover some new mods that are not mod contest mods. Until then, I've been DerTebbers. This has been your Farming Simulator 15 mod spotlight of the mod contest mods. Until next time, game on and be awesome, everybody.